श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. So yesterday we saw Arjuna Uvacha Drishtva idam manusham rupam tava saumya janardana idanim asmi samvrutaha sachetaha prakritim gataha. I have come to my natural state. Prakritim gataha. I have come to my natural state and I am very peaceful now. I am experiencing some happiness also. So this is the psychological issue with people. We don't accept our problem. We accept the problem is with everything else other than us. Like when we hit on a stone, what happened? The stone hit me, we say. The stone didn't come to hit you. You went towards the stone without looking at the stone, without seeing the stone, you hit it. So the problem is yours. You won't accept it. You will say stone hit me. Stupid. So like that, you say the others are the cause for your problems, but the problem is not from the others. It is you who is the problem. So until and unless we don't accept it, we will try to bring people down to our state instead of us elevating to a better state. That is what Arjuna did. This is a natural habit of a crab. Similarly, Arjuna did a crab job. Not crab job, crab job. So what did he do? He told Krishna, instead of him getting elevated to the state of enjoying that beautiful vision, which Bhagavan so beautifully explained, is a very rare phenomenon. No one can get it. Instead of getting that experience, staying with that experience, he pulled down Bhagavan also. He said, don't be there, come to this mortal world and be in the mortal form. That's what he said. Manusham Rupam, mortal form. That is what we do. We bring Bhagavan also down to our stage instead of we elevating to a better stage. So स्वकृतस्य अनुग्रहस्य अति दुर्लभत्वं दर्शयन् चतुर्भिः. Bhagavan wants to see. Earlier also Bhagavan said, this is not a simple vision you have got. This is very rare, rarest of rare case you are. But still it is not hitting the right spot in Arjuna. So Bhagavan is repeating. What a pity. Bhagavan is repeating whatever he said again. You will see that. Shri Bhagavanuvāca Sudurdarshamidam Rupam Drashtavanasi Menmama Deva Apyasya Rupasya Nityam Darshana Kankshinaha. Sudurdarsham Idam Rupam Drishtavan Asi Yed Mama Devaha Api Asya Rupasya Nityam Darshana Kankshinaha. Sudurdarsham. Darsham means to see. Durdarsham means difficult to see. Sudurdarsham. Shobhana Shushtu Durdarsham. It is very, very not difficult, impossible to see. Sudur makes it impossible, not difficult. So dur is impossible, difficult. Sudur, if you add, then the upasarga changes the meaning of the whole word. It makes it impossible. It refers to impossible. This vision is impossible to gain. Idam rupam, this vision, this form which you see. Drishtavan asi yan mama, that which you saw of me. Drishtavan asi, that which you just saw. You have seen that great form, Arjuna. Devaha api asya rupasya, this form, even the deity is a nityam darshana kankshina, desire to see this form every day. Even the deities desire to see this form every day. Underline this, every day. Devas also desire to see this every day. Desire to see. desire to see, they don't see it every day. That can be one meaning. Or the other meaning can be that they have only desire every day and they don't see. Which is the meaning we are going to understand here. See. Mama, yet rupam idam tvam drashtavanasi. This form of me which you have just seen. Idam Vishwarupam. Idam is this form, means not this mortal form. Idam Vishwarupam. This cosmic form. Sudurdarsham. Sudurdarsham. What does that mean? Atyantam drashtum ashakyam. He is not giving the choice. He says it is impossible to see absolutely. Atyantam. Definitely. It's impossible to see at any time. Yatha devaha apyasya rupasya nityam sarvada darshanakankshinah. Because even the deities themselves desire to see this form every day. What does that mean? Explain that. That is, yes, natu tvam iva purvam drashtavantaha nava agre darshyanti ityabhiprayah. You have to understand. Deities also have the desire to see me every day, but it remains just as a desire. They have never seen me either earlier or later will they see me. Na purvam drashtavantaha. They have not seen me earlier. Nava agre darshyanti. They will never see me in this form later also. In the future also. Na bhuto na bhavishyati. They say in Hindi, this is common usage, na bhuto na bhavishyati. Na bhutaha in the past, never. Na bhavishyati in the future, never. To say something like that, they say na bhuto na bhavishyati. This is something so extraordinary to say that they use this. Now, this is that extraordinary vision which you have gained. This is impossible for the deities to gain. This is a desire they have. Darshana Kangshayaha Nityoktukte. They have desire, they have only have the desire to see, not the vision anytime. They are born with the desire, they stay with the desire and die with that desire to see without seeing. We are also like that, not just the deities. Kasma devaha yatadrupam na drashtavantaha nava drakshanti. Why is it so? Why are the deities? They have so much of desire. And nitya, you said, darshana kangsha nitya tukte. They always have, they eternally have this desire for having this vision. And they don't see it. Why is it so? They have never seen, or will they never see that? Why do you say so? This is the reason. Mad bhakti shunyatvadityaha. Shunyatvat. Vat. At. This at ending is a fifth case. Fifth case is used in reasoning to show the reason. Panchami heto. Panchami, fifth case, heto in the reasoning. So he is giving the reason. What is the reason? They have never seen you because mat bhakti shunyatvat. Shunyatvat, devoid, because they are devoid of what? Mad bhakti, devotion to me. They don't have devotion. That is the reason. Who? The deities. And who? What kind of people are they? Darshana Kangsha Nityatokte. They have the desire eternally. They always think about Ishvara, but he says there is only desire, but there is no devotion. We have always this desire, but we don't work towards gaining whatever we want to desire. That is why I say these fellows who say, you have to have the desire. That is the paramount importance. Desire is not the important thing. You have to just desire is nothing. It is equivalent to people that fellow who sees the palmist who sits on the roads. It is like him. He will also look at his palm and desire. If this line touches this line, he will be staying on the same road till the end of his life. Because that line never touches the other line, and he will be like that. The desire is there to become big. So he says, Mad Bhakti Shunyatva, they don't have devotion towards me. That is the important reason. The important reason, it is not just important reason, that is the only reason. Naham Vedehi, Naham Vedehi Natapasa, Natanena cha Ijjaya, Shakya Evam Viso Drashtum, Drashtavanasi Mam Yatha. There is no point in explaining this. That is why he says, Na Veda Yajna Adhyayani Ityadina Yatartha Shlokaha Parama Durlabhatva Kyapanaya Abhyastaha. I didn't even read this, I just explained it in Tamil, and then later I saw that he has written only one line. What is that? He just says whatever I said. This is the same shloka you see in 48. What does he say in 48? Na Veda Yajna Adhyanaihi, Na Vedaihi. Okay? Danena, na Danena, then na Kriyabihi, na Ijjaya, na Ijjaya, na Tapobihi, Tapasa, na Tapasa. It is whatever is said there is said here. It is repeated here. The only difference is the meter. There it is written in Trishtub meter, and here he has come back to the Anushtub meter. That is the only difference. Shakyah evam vidam drashtum drashtavanasi mam yatha. Shakyah evam vida drashtum. It is impossible through any of these means to see me like you have seen me, O Arjuna. Remember that. Because यदि वेद तपो दान इज्याभिः द्रष्टुम अशक्यः त्वम्. Okay, you say it is very difficult, it is impossible to see. It is impossible to see through any of these means. If it is so, then tum tarhi kena upayena drashtum shakyah. Then what is the means to gain you? This is the strength of the Shastra, which I keep repeating again and again and again and again. Shastra does not just point out to the lacunae, the error, the problems. It also gives you the solution. It completes it. It doesn't leave the lacunae, the unfilled things as it is. So he says, Tarhi kenopayena drashtum shakyo asiti ataha ityataha. Then how will you be able, how will I be able to see you? What is the means to see you? For that he says, Bhaktya tvananyaya shakyaha aham evam vidho jana ज्ञातुम द्रष्टुम च तत्वेन प्रवेष्टुम च परन्तप. Bhaktya tu ananyaya shakya aham evam vidah, he Arjuna, jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. Beautiful. He gave only one reason. Mad bhakti shunyatvat. He is explaining that whatever is said in Sutra Bhuta in a form of an aphorism. Bhaktya tu ananyaya. Anyo nasti iti ananya. Ananya means they give names to kids also, girls. Ananya, etc. Ananya means there is none other than him. That is the bhakti. That kind of bhakti, with that kind of bhakti. Shakyaha aham evam vidho Arjuna. I am with that kind of devotion, it is possible. Possible for what? Evam vidaha Arjuna, me of this form, hey Arjuna, it is possible for me of this form. What does that mean? Jnatum, for knowing me in this form, it is possible for knowing me. Drashtum cha, also for seeing me, for perceiving me. Tattvena praveshtum cha, also to enter me in the absolute state, in the truth, in the reality. Hey Parantapa, Parantapa iti Parantapa, one who destroys the enemies. You can do it. Come on. Like that, Bhagavan is encouraging him. साधनांतर व्यावृत्त्यर्थस्तु शब्दः. Bhakti is a beautiful means, right? I understood you this from the beginning. I had a doubt because Guruji is always negating bhakti. See, Bhagavan very clearly says ananya bhaktiya. So he says sadhanantara vyavrityarthastu shabdha, to negate any other means possible. That is why I keep repeating all paths to lead to realization, like all paths lead to Rome, all paths lead to realization is a big stupidity. Don't believe it. Sadhanantara vyavrityarthastu shabdha. The tu is used to negate all the possibility of other sadhanas. Bhaktiya eva ananya. What kind of bhakti? Ananya bhaktiya eva. Eva, he is adding eva there. Only through that bhakti, that devotion, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, only through that devotion, unparalleled devotion. What does that mean? I don't understand that word actually. Bhaktiya, I'm explaining, but I don't understand. Let us see. Madeka nishtaya, being established only in the Ishvara. Mad eka nishtaya. Again, I don't understand. What does that really mean? Niratishya Pritya Evam Vidhaha. Niratishya Pritya. He is coming to the real meaning. Madeka Nishtya, only established in me. Niratishya Pritya. That is the key meaning. Niratishya Pritya. Pritya, love. Love. Priti means love. Okay. With you have to have that love. What kind of love? I do have love. Okay. In Bhagavan, I have to have greater love than the love I have for other things. Atishaya Pritya. That is Atishaya Priti. Meaning special love. You have love for other things, which is love, general love. Here, special love. But we are not even talking about that special love. Then what is that? Niratishya Pritya. Uncomparable love. Absolute love. Niratishya is absolute. There should be no choice in this love. That is what is a Niratishya Pritya. Absolute. एवं विधो दिव्य रूप धरो अहम ज्ञातुम शक्यः. Only with that absolute love, that there is nothing else. When will that be? Only when you understand Ishvara is absolute. Only when you have that absolute love. That is why bhakti. What does bhakti mean? Bhakti in Veka Chudamani, very beautifully he says, Atmanusandhanam me bhaktiritya vidhiyate. Atmanusandhanam, inquiry into the Shastra, is what is called as bhakti, he says there. The Eke Ahu. Now he says, Evam Rupaha, Divya Rupo Dharoham. Evam Vidaha, this kind of form means Divya Rupa Dharha, one who has taken this divine form. In this form, Aham Nyatum Shakyaha, I can be known. I can be known. Only if you have that absolute love, you can know me. Oh, that is good. Know me how? Shastrato he Arjuna. That is the key word. Know me through the Shastra, not through the stories which you listen to. They are all means to bring you to the Shastra, but they are not the absolute. Remember that. So he says, hey Arjuna, remember that. Aham Nyatum Shakyah. I can be known. Then he goes on to say, Shakyaham iti Chandaso Visargalopaha Purvata. Shakyaha aham. It should become Shakyoham. But it is said as Shakya aham without a Visarga. Because of the habit, we read it as Shakyaha aham iti. But it's wrong. Because it is Chandasa Prayoga. This is a Chandasa Prayoga. Chandasa Prayoga means Vedic Prayoga, meaning rishis cannot be controlled. They cannot be guided. This is how you have to do. No, that's wrong. It's natural flow. It comes for them. न केवलं शास्त्रतो ज्ञातुं शक्यः ananya bhaktya, kintu just through this ananya bhaktya, through this absolute love, that only Ishvara, only the truth, only the self is the truth, only the devotion to the self. When with this kind of bhakti, Ishvara is not just known. There is no knowing and seeing. Knowing is seeing. But why does he differentiate here? You have to understand. Jnana, jnatum means parokshataya jnatum, immediate knowledge. Drashtum means aprokshataya jnatum, immediate knowledge. That is the difference. That is why he says sakshat kartum, to have the direct perception, the direct vision. Okay, how will I gain that direct perception, the direct knowledge? For that he says immediate knowledge. For that he says Vedanta Vakya Shravana Manana Nidhyasana Paripakena. Keyword Paripakena. Fructification. Paripaka means fructification. Through the fructification of the statements of Vedanta, through listening to the statements of Vedanta, through reflecting to the statements of Vedanta, through meditating upon the statements of Vedanta, only then, when it fructifies, when it comes to a perfect stage, only then you will be able to know and see, not before that. Tatascha. Therefore, what happens? Surupa Sakshatkarad Avidya Karya Nivritto. Because all these visions which we talk about, they don't suffice. They are not enough. So for that he says, Surupa Sakshatkarad. Because of that Surupa Sakshatkara, what will happen? Avidya Tatkarya Nivritto. Ignorance along with its effect gets completely destroyed. When it is destroyed, then Tatvena Praveshtum. You can enter that absolute, the truth. Madrupataya eva aptum. To gain my real state, meaning to be myself. Shakyaha he parantapa. It is possible for you to be established in me, he parantapa. Parantapa means ajnana shatru damana iti pravesha yogyatam suchati. You are capable of destroying the enemy called ignorance. Parantapeti, one who can destroy, burn down the others, enemies. You are capable of destroying, burning down this enemy of ignorance. So that eligibility is shown here. Aduna. Now, Sarvasya Gita Shastrasya Sarabhuto Artha Nishreyasarthinam Anushthanaya Punjikritya Uchyate. Aduna. Now, Gita Shastra is over. Whatever he needs to say, it is over. But still, he is going to say the 50th shloka also. What is he going to say? Sarvasya Gita Shastrasya Sarabhuto Artha. Sarabhuto Artha, the essence, the meaning, the meaning, the essence of the meaning. Essence of the meaning of what? Sarvasya Gita Shastrasya, not till the 11th chapter, not only the 11th chapter. The essence of not just the 11th chapter, the essence of not till the 11th chapter, but Sarvasya, the whole of Gita. The essence of whole of Gita. Nishreyasarthina Anušthanaya, for what? For whom? Anušthanaya, for practicing. For whose practice? Nishreyasa Arthina, for the one who desires the absolute. Nishreyasa. It is not just Shreyash, the worldly name and fame. Nishreyasa, not the worldly gain. Nishreyasa, the absolute gain. One who desires that, for him to practice punjikritya uchyate. He is giving in brief. He is giving in short as a note. Mat कर्मकृत मत परमः मत भक्त संग वर्जितः निर्वैरः सर्वभूतेषु यः माम् एति पांडव. मत कर्मकृत मत परमः मत भक्तः संग वर्जितः निर्वैरः सर्वभूतेषु यः स माम् एति. हे पांडव, हे पांडवा, ओ पांडवा, स माम एति, he gains me. Who? Yah, one who is a mat karma krut, one who performs the karmas for the sake of me, for my sake. Like this mat karma krut, mat paramah, one who sees me as absolute. He does not see anything else as anything. He sees only me as absolute. Mad bhaktah, one who is devoted only to me. Sangha varjitah, one who is not attached to anything, anyone. I am not attached to anything. I gave up this world. I hate these people. This is not what I want. If you say so, then for you, nirvairaha sarvabhuteshu, one who has no enmity towards any living being. Because this is what these idiots who come after giving up everything, they claim. I hate, I don't want anything here. You hate something, whatever is in your situation, and then you go on to love something else. You'll be bound here. So, hate is not the key word. Remember that. So he says, Iti Shri Mahabharate Shatasastriyam Amhitayam Vayasikyam Mi Bhishma Parvani Shrimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Vishwarupa Darshanam Nama Ekadashodhyayah. We come to the Ekadashodhyaya in the Tika. Madartham karma. Madartham karma. Karma for the sake of me, for myself, for me. What does that mean? When you go to an ashram, after giving up everything, you go to an ashram, the Swami who is running the ashram will say, what were you doing? Where are you coming from? I'm coming from such and such place. Okay, what were you doing? I was a commerce student. I did my MA, so I was working in an accounts office. Very good. Secretary, put him in accounts department. You will be put in accounts department, and what will you do? You are going to see the same profit loss statement. What were you doing in Chennai or any other place before you came to the ashram? Profit loss statement. What are you doing here? Profit loss statement. What were you doing there? At least you are taking care of your parents. What are you doing here? You are taking care of nothing. So the karma is same. It is not that it is bad. Doing service to in the ashrama is not bad, because that is important part, because the ashrama is also to run. The wheel of ashrama should be well oiled. So whatever we need to, and you are kept there, you are being fed there by without any expectancy. So you have to return by something to get the karmas destroyed because of the ashrama. Otherwise, your buddhi will become drashta. I've seen so many people who stay in the ashram and do nothing. They lose their head. So, so he says, but what is the situation? The ashrama which provides you should also provide you with the shastric knowledge, not just food. Food you are getting in Chennai or wherever you left before you went to the ashram. So, important thing is Shastra Jnana. Any place that does not have Shastra Jnana is a useless place. And I say it is a useless place, including if this place becomes a Shastric, devoid of Shastra. Any place. No exception. Madartham karma. So what does madartha karma means? Vedabhitam karoti iti mat karma krita. We are talking about when the Shastra talks about karma, it is referring only to the karmas prescribed by the Vedas, nothing else. Swargadi kamanayam satyam katham evam iti. But I have desire for swarga, etc. All the petty things of the world, this world or other world. So how can I perform the karmas for the sake of why? Because swarga kamo yajeta, the Shruti says, and I desire that swarga, and I want to perform karma for that. Then there's a naityaha. No, there's no choice given for you. Mad paramaha. Mad paramaha. Mad paramaha means ahameva paramaha praptavyatyena nischito nato swargadir yasya sa. We are talking about that person for whom I am the absolute. I am the one which needs to be gained. Nothing else. Only for that person this is possible. But, all that is right, but there is another problem. What? अतएव मत प्राप्ति आशाय मद भक्तः सर्वैः प्रकारैः मम भजन. Because of this reason, he does not see anything else. His focus is completely on the knowledge of self. Therefore, to gain me, the self, because of that burning desire, mad bhakta, he becomes my devotee. Means sarvai prakaraihi mama vachana shilaha, mad vachana parha. In every which way, he only worships me. He is devoted to me. Manasa vacha karmana. Through the mind, through the speech, through the action. Or as they say in Hindi, tan manu dhana. Through the body, through the mind, through the wealth. So whichever. So he is only serving me. Because there is nothing else for him. There is this Shaiva devotee, great Shaiva devotee who used to have, like we have jumkis, we have this jimki, this kundala. He used to wear a bell on both ears. When he listens, when he hears something which is a not good, a bad statement about Shiva, something bad about Shiva, he used to shake his head. He only listens to the gong of that bell. The bell ringing, that's all, nothing else. Meaning, our sense organs, my ear should be devoted for listening to the Shastra, for listening to the Shastra, nothing else. My eyes, it should be devoted to listening or reading to the Shastras, meaning your sense organ should be devoted to that absolute, nothing else. So, iti swarga mad bhajana paraha, that is the person we are talking about. Putradishu snehe sati. Kasam evam syat. How can I be possible, boss? Why, what is your problem? I have attachment to the sun, etc. How can I be devoted to that? I am devoted to this sun, etc. Everything. So how can I be devoted to us? Absolute. For that he says, naityaha. No, don't say that. Why? Sangavarjitaha. Devoid of association. Association means attachment. Bahya vastu spruha shunya. Simply put, bahya vastu spruha shunya. Shunya. Devoid of spruha, attachment, desire for external objects. Bahya vastu. One who is devoid of the desire, even the desire for external object, that kind of person we are talking about. Only he can be that. We can have that vision. But wait. I don't have any attachment. I don't have any desire for anything. I don't have any attachment. Very good. But I cannot stand this person. I hate this person. Shatrushu dveshe sati. When I have enmity towards somebody, katham evam syat. How can I have this non-attachment? Because Attachment is of two types. One is love, the other is hate. Whichever way you are attached to, it is attachment. And that is why Bhagavan, this is what is the story of Puranas. See, Vidura, etc., Prahalada, etc., were great devotees of Bhagavan. They were Mad Bhakta, etc. Prahalada. He gained the absolute state. He gained the vision of God and he gained the absolute state. Not just Prahalada, remember. His father, who hated Vishnu, also gained the vision of Vishnu, also gained moksha through Vishnu. Attachment is such a huge thing, whether it is love or hate, it does not really matter. That is why we worship the death of Kamsa as a Deepavali. Why will we celebrate a demon's death? Oh, he is no more. No, we are happily celebrating him. Why will we happily celebrate him? Because he had attained the lotus feet of Lord. How? He was thinking about nothing else other than Lord throughout his life, though he may have hated him. We don't have that much love or hate towards God. That is impossible for us. So he says, that is the thing. Nirvairaha. Nirvairaha. I don't have enmity for everyone. I have only enmity for my neighbor. For that he says, Sarvabhuteshu, to any being. Upakarishu api, apakarishu api, dvesha. Even if somebody ill treats you, mistreats you, you should not have any hate. We are not saying if somebody slaps on your one cheek to show them the other cheek. No, that is not what we are teaching you. We are saying dvesha shunyaha, you should not hate, not show your other cheek. Yah sa mam eti abhedena he Pandava. He gains me as non-dual self. Mam, non-dual self. Ayam arthaha tvaya jnatum ishtah maya upadishtah natah param kinchit kartavyam asti ityartha. This is what you asked for, and I have said it. There is nothing else to be said. There is nothing else to be done. Over. इति श्रीमत् परम सप्रिव्राजकाचार्य श्री विश्वेश्वर सरस्वती श्रीपाद शिष्य श्री मधुसूदन सरस्वती विरचितायां श्रीमद् भगवद्गीता गूढ़ार्थ दीपिकायां विश्वरूप दर्शन निरूपणं नाम एकादशोऽध्यायः. We come to the end of the 11th chapter. Next, अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः भक्ति योग. पूर्वाध्याय अन्ते, at the end of the final previous chapter, what did we see? He is copy pasting that sloka. Mat karmakrit, mat paramaha, mat bhaktah, sangavarjitah, nirvairah, sarvbhuteshu yaha, sa mam eti pandava. This is what he said. Ityuktam. Yes, I just read it. I just heard it. I know what he said. Wait, do you really know? Tatra mat shabdarthe sandeha. There is a doubt regarding, in that shloka, there is a doubt regarding mat, me. I am the truth, etc. I am, all these I am statement. People think it is the physical body, sthula, gross body. So he says, what does this mat means? Is Bhagavan referring to the attributed self or non-attributed self? Sagana Brahman or Nirguna Brahman? That is why iti sandeha. What is the sandeha? Kim nirakaram eva sarvasvarupam vastu mat shabdena ukta Bhagavata. Kim va sakaram iti. Did Bhagavan say in all these places when he says me, I, is he referring to the non-attributed Nirguna, Nirvikalpa, Nirakara Vastu, or is he referring to Saguna, Sakara, Savikalpa Vastu? What is he referring to? All these Saguna, Sakara, Savikalpa, all these are same attribute itself. That's all. Nirguna is Nirakara. Nirakara is Nirvikalpa. Nirvikalpa is non-attribute. Simple. Ubhetravi Prayoga Dashna, because this usage is there. Mat, the usage of I, me, etc. is in both. I in everything, yes. Atma, I, when I say I, it refers sometime to the absolute self, sometime to the individual self. Atma, when I say, it sometimes refers to the absolute self when I say Paramatma. It refers to the individual self when I say Jivatma. So these words are used in both the senses. So Ubhaitravi Prayogatishna. That is why what we see, it is used in both senses. Bahunam Janmanamante. I don't have clarity here. Can you explain it? He says, I'll explain it to you. Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prapatyate Vasudeva Sarvamati Mahatma Sudurlabha. That Mahatma is very difficult to see. A person who is surrendered totally to Vasudeva. Vasudeva Sarvamati, one who sees only Vasudeva. Everything is Vasudeva in that form. And it is not easily gained. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapatyate. After many births, at the final birth, this person attains me. This person attains me at the final birth. This is what all these upasakas promise. Only when you have the final birth, you will gain this mantra, not before. No one has the final birth. Don't remember that, because these people take the mantra and do nothing about that mantra. So, ityado nirakaram vastu upatishtam. In these places, bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapati. After the end of many births, at the last birth, he will gain me. The one who has the knowledge, he will gain me. Here, the non-attributed self is said. Vishwarupa darshanam, after the Vishwarupa darshana of the cosmic form, display of the cosmic form, he says, Naham Vedena Tapasa Nadanena Cha Ichya Shakya Evam Vido Drashtam Drashtavanasi Mam Yatha. You, no one can see me through any of these karmas, etc., which you have seen. None have ever seen this form. It is Sakaramastu. Here the attribute itself is said. So he says, Ubhayoscha, in both these places, Bhagavad Upadeshayoho Adhikari Bhedeneva Vyavastha Bhavitavyam Anitha Virotha. In both these places, we have to understand Bhagavan is talking to the particular seeker. There's a gradation of seeker. You have to see which seeker to which seeker he is talking about. We are not playing book cricket, like I said already. Some people who are devotees of some Baba or other, they will have this book of the teaching of Baba. And they will open the page. If they are in some trouble, they'll open the page and they'll point out to something and see, read whatever is said there, and take it as the Upadesha to themselves. Baba or whoever that fellow is, he didn't, that Swami didn't teach you. He gave the answer to some other person. But these idiots, the whole tradition, that is the problem. There is no tradition there. All the non-tradition forms, they have these issues. Now, he says, Bhagavan has said both. We cannot say this is right and that is wrong, because then we will be falling in the trap of error, which we saw in Purumyamsa. Accepting this and not accepting that is a big error. It leads to Vakya Bheda Dosha. It leads to 82 errors or something, 90 errors or something, or 122 errors. I don't remember the numbers. So it leads to a lot of errors. Accepting this, not accepting that. Accepting that, not accepting this. Whichever. So he says, and both of them cannot be right, because absolute truth and non-absolute truth both cannot be right. So for that says, you have to understand it is spoken with reference to the particular seeker, the state of the particular seeker in which he is, the paripakwa, the maturity of the particular seeker. तत्र एवं सति मया मुमुक्षुना किं निराकारमेव वस्तु चिन्तनीयं किं वा साकारमिति स्वाधिकारनिश्चयाय. Now, if this is so, you have to see the maturity of the seeker. Then me, who desire to know the truth, whether am I eligible for the absolute self or the non-absolute self, whether am I eligible for the non-attributed self or the attributed self. There is this doubt. I am also moksha. I desire the moksha also. So when this doubt is there, saguna nirguna vidyayoho vishesha bhutsaya. I am asking this with great desire to know. Bodhum icha bhutsa. The great desire to know. What? Regarding the saguna vidya and nirguna vidya. Regarding the knowledge of attributed self and the non-attributed self. With this in mind, Arjuna Uvacha, with this desire in mind, Arjuna says this, we'll see. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.